So my name is Ryan Boljkovac. I am originally from Alberta. I'm from the Edmonton area, but I'm a third year civil engineering student at Queen's University. And I joined PRI back in May of 2023, and I'm a geotechnical engineering intern. Being in Calgary, it's a great place to spend time outdoors. So during the summer, I did a lot of hiking in the mountains and got to see a lot of cool places. When I'm at home, I am a bit of a kind of young vinyl collector, I guess, more of a listener because it's a bit of an expensive hobby, but I like to listen to music and do a bit of reading as well. Yeah, so I met Arash and Vicky, two engineers, at a job fair at Queen's, and I was very intrigued by the opportunity to work out west here in Alberta, and I was also very intrigued by the work they were doing, the solar foundations for solar farms, because it's something that I'd never really thought about as a part of the renewables industry. I don't know if many people really think about the subsurface and geotechnical engineering that goes into solar panels. So yeah, I applied and got the job and love living out in Calgary. Yeah, so there's a pretty good split recently between field work and office work. So you get some good experience in both. So recently, I've been in the field quite a bit. So living on the road, doing lots of testing programs for our engineers, and then when I'm in the office or have a couple days off, I'm usually working with one of the engineers or project coordinators on putting together reports or putting together really any sort of office related stuff, testing sheets and proposals with some of my managers out here in Alberta as well. So there's a massive amount of different tasks you get assigned to, and that's awesome in my opinion. I think my communication skills have definitely improved. Learning how to write a proper email and needing to communicate with a lot more people than, say, you're communicating with in your schoolwork. So talking to your peers and talking to your managers and clients as well. So I feel like my writing and communication skills have definitely improved, and then my overall industry knowledge and how a workplace functions and how you operate as a consulting engineering firm is definitely something I've learned a lot since my time joining PRI. The most challenging project that I've worked on, and I think a lot of people might say this, was our recent Homestead solar farm field investigation. And being one of the field staff on it, it was definitely tough. I think I spent about 6 weeks in Claresholm, Alberta, uh, consecutively, just doing the field investigation, and we ran into a number of issues, sort of with the subsurface conditions on that site. So there were a lot of on the fly decisions being made from our engineers and everyone working on that, project managers, and all the way down to the field staff. But again, it was tough, but we all kind of pulled through and got it done. Still within the timeline, I believe. So that one was definitely very tough. I think more than anything, in my professional career so far, the just learning from my managers, from Arash, our COO, any of the engineers, my managers, Armand and Rob, just yeah, pretty much every time I have a conversation with them or sit in on a meeting or something like that, I learn something new and something I can put into my work and hopefully my future work in this industry. So yeah, just
Amazing.
seeing how the company operates every day definitely impacts my professional career. Yeah, I did a little prep. I wrote down four words or
Mhm.
four adjectives, I guess, that I think describe it really well. I have hardworking, close knit, energetic, and hungry. because being sort of a smaller, small to mid-sized engineering firm, we definitely have to punch above our weight sometimes, which is good, and it's very cool being a part of a company that everyone really everyone knows each other on a first name basis. Everyone kind of has a background on each other, and everyone is working every day pretty much as hard as they can just to make stuff get out the door. And I think it's an awesome company culture. It's youthful and healthy, and yeah, I'm really enjoying being a part of it. Yeah, there's two that came to mind. I think going back to the Homestead Solar Project, that one just because of the difficulties of the site that came up during our field investigation, it required a lot of, I guess you could say, I don't know, changes, fast changes, pivots in strategy there. So just pulling people in from different projects on that, I think probably almost half the company was involved in it at some point. Um, and yeah, just working so hard to get through that was definitely, I think, speaks to how we work here at PRI Engineering. And then anything surrounding kind of our new ventures into different markets or different industries. Like we are completing some solar projects out in the Maritimes, which is very interesting. So I think that speaks to just our expansion and our expertise in that field. That we would also have a have a third front out in Eastern Canada. I like to think that I've brought kind of an introduction of youth into the company. I started when I was 21 years old, so I like to believe I brought sort of some new perspectives, especially to the Alberta office, where it was a pretty new office. Only started up about a year and a half ago, so I like to yeah, I like to think that I bring some just some different perspectives to problems, but also that yeah, that as an intern I have yeah, just new things to offer, new ideas maybe. I think being a part out in Alberta, most of the work that we do is in the renewables industry. So mostly solar foundations is like 95% of the work. And so being a part of the renewables, there's a couple functions that I've been able to go to, and it's a very interesting industry. It's yeah, very hungry, very up and coming. It's very interesting being a part of sort of that transition, hopefully in Alberta, to more solar energy and more wind energy. And yeah, it's cool being a part of that, maybe on a side, the geotechnical side that most people wouldn't usually attribute to renewables. So being a company that's split across multiple provinces, it does make it tricky sometimes to really have those close-knit relationships with people that, for the most part, live in Ontario. Um, so out in Alberta, we yeah, we collaborate in person a lot. There's a couple new faces joining us at our Calgary office, but for the most part, it is yeah, it is online kind of meetings with the rest of our company. But it's there's been a couple occasions where we all get to meet in person, and it really really bonds. I think being so myself being still an engineering student, just any experience or any learning moment that comes up, I feel like every day almost I'm learning something new. So pretty much anytime you talk with someone or are involved in a new project or new proposal, or lab work or field work, you're learning something new about the industry that you can hopefully take forward and put into your future work. So that's really what I'm trying to emphasize on my internship here, is just sort of being a sponge and absorbing everything that that our great company personnel can offer, because they obviously have a lot more knowledge than me. Yeah, it's definitely given me a great perspective on what I want to do and where I want to be after my schooling finishes. So I'd never really been a part of a company like this, sort of in this sort of professional environment. Uh, before. So going into an internship, I think, it definitely teaches you what some things you will want in your future career, some things you'll want to keep, but maybe some things that you'll want to change. And just going back, it is really mostly about learning. So I've definitely learned some, yeah, some things that I would like to carry over, and maybe things I'll be seeking out post my internship. I think you really just have to take every opportunity by the horns. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that are just tossed at you. And hopefully, I think if you just give it your best, and I'm sure that it'll all turn out well. Yeah, there's lots of opportunities to showcase your skills and to show your work ethic and your prowess at certain tasks. So just anytime there's something to do, I would take the opportunity to do it. Yeah, recently, back in December, we had our company Christmas party out in Ontario at our main office in Lindsay, Ontario. So that was really cool, being able to meet some people that I'd only ever seen virtually. Some of our employees in Ontario and out east. So that was definitely very cool. I think it definitely bonded the team a bit better, being spread so far apart for the most part. And yeah, we are PRI is involved in a number of conferences that are taking place across Canada. And I had a chance to go to a couple events in Calgary that were very cool, mostly renewable based. That again definitely just makes you more excited about what's going on. I definitely would. I think I touched on this a bit back, but just the diversity of different tasks and different projects that you get to work on here, to my knowledge, can't be rivaled by many other companies. There's a whole lot to do. It's only getting more interesting. I think we're only getting bigger and doing more interesting things in this engineering field. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying being at a little bit of a smaller company, and yeah, being able to just learn so many different things. Being more, I feel like we're more involved in the process as interns than maybe um, some other some other opportunities might give you.